that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shot. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
My 52. Push him back. Push him back. Hey.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check three. Check three. Check three. Go, go. SOS. Check the backer. Check the backer. Switch. Go, go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Look at that. Twist. Watch twist. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come. Check. Check.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check. Ready. 15 running. Watch the curls. Big edge. Shoot. Real. Watch the shit.
Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Give me that ball. Hey, switch gears. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 data. Check in. Go. Watch the pass. Look. Mike 34. Scoot.
Back to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past one man, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's waiting. Hey. Let's go, defense.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Double right. 280. Pick me up. Here we go. Five.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on third down.
First down, Jets.
Set. 280. You better bring it. You better easy. You better bring it. 49.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. This is Scarborough. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Scarborough. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
180. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. Easy.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
6-6, pull it high. Top dog. Watch twist. 40 got. Zero.
Stafford. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I'm coming after you.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bo Scarborough, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going going forward.
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Mike 52. I can't believe we let you play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Watch the action.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out there. Give me your radar.
Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Ready? Check. 52. 10. 54.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Mike, 250. No. 59! Get wide!
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Set! Blue 60! Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, Drill right, 22!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
280! 22!
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 43. Check 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Ready. Time of the ending. Yo.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Scarborough again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, Sue. Hey.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch 54. Hey, we got it. Hey. Watch my four. Watch the slant. Hey, check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 180. Easy.
They try again with Scarborough. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Take 4. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Finds his target, Montgomery. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trey Hendrickson. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Big 20.
The Seahawks 27.
54, right there, right there. Hey.
Mike's 54.
Hey, easy.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
32.
Dude, tighten up.
Hey, 36. Watch out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
21. Alert.
Slam. Check out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Wait.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So that one will be accepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Line 52.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
4 down. Hey, give me radar. Big 20. Switch.
From the 50, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Watch twins. Watch twins. Smooth.
Stafford. He'll find Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's go.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
You set. 180. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Four down. Quick the edge. Go. Check. 10. Hot. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Omaha, ready move. Mike start 4. Omaha, ready move. I got you. Russ in.
Now it's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Easy.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.